The Blazer Ready series is an initiative at Valdosta State University that teaches their students how to craft their business profile and prepare them for the workforce after college. The Blazer Ready series is a certification where students attend 5 to 6 workshops in the fall and spring and are recognized at the Night on Fire.
Like I said, is basically to so that once they're done, they have the certification that tells employers that they have gone through a series of competencies, which include like critical thinking, communications, writing, because resumes you do write.
The Career Opportunities Office is noticing that many students that receive the certification are thriving in the workforce.
They are actually going out there and networking, and it's just taking them to a different level. Also, past students, we see that we actually did, we went to LinkedIn to see what our students are doing, to see how successful we are. And we found that a lot of students are employed.
VSU student LaShante Joe is a senior with a healthcare administration major at the university, and she explains why she is pursuing this certification.
Present myself to employers and how to just be approachable so that they'll be more willing to hire me.
The Career Opportunities Office offers many services, but there is one that is the focal point.
The most important thing is career counseling. So we have a lot of students that may come in not knowing what they want to do with their, as far as their careers. And so we do like a career assessment and we help them make a decision.
Ms. Richardson explained why these events are helpful and why any student should consider attending these events.
I really tell students that this is not even just a certification, but the workshops. Even if you don't want to pursue the certification, you can complete the workshops. And I often tell them it's going to help you. Once you know how to create a resume, that you take that throughout your career. Once you know how to professional dress or communicate or network, that's something you can take throughout your career.
The Office of Career Opportunities holds these events throughout the semester. They encourage you to come out so that they can help you achieve more. Reporting on the VSU campus, this is Sean Lockhart. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to grow, and education has continued. However, the majority of these classes have been moved online. We spoke to some students and professors to see how they've adjusted to the pandemic. Daniela Reyes, an economics major and senior at VSU who interacts with many students, noted the freshman experience has been altered.
I feel like the kids right now are not getting to experience like that full freshman experience that people usually have just because they don't have the opportunity to participate in as many events as school usually hosts.
Reyes also expressed that students who were in college pre-COVID are struggling to adjust while taking steps to enter the workforce.
So last year was the first time that it happened and students were about to graduate. I feel like they definitely struggle finding jobs and knowing what to do afterwards just because everything was closed. So I feel like it's a struggle for them, like networking and what students usually do.
Ted Geltner, a mass media professor at VSU, has plenty to adjust with specific courses.
Well, I've tried to keep it so the assignments are as close to what they would have been in normal times and adjust to make it so that I can use them in high-flex classrooms.
After a skeptical start, Geltner has been able to incorporate new methods to teach, and he believes all professors can do the same.
I would say my biggest advice would be don't sweat that you think you're not connecting with online students, because it seems like you're not, but really if you do your best to try to, you're probably going to connect with them.
Sometimes we can't do much in a situation, but at least we can do what we can to help our situation. This is Sean Lockhart reporting on the VSU campus. Voter suppression has become a very relevant topic in election cycles. Today, I investigated with some voters to see if early voting benefited them in avoiding voter suppression. Dr. Blair Thomas, a political science professor at VSU, explains how mail-in voting benefits voters, including himself.
In Oregon, they have a mail-in ballot system where they mail you the ballot, you fill it out, and you send it. You can drop it off in any post office. So that's viewed nationally by scholars and practitioners as a very effective way to, contrary to what President Trump said, this election is very effective.
Voter suppression comes in many shapes and forms, but one that Thomas was focused on specifically is gerrymandering.
There's policies that play like gerrymandering, for instance, where when the census comes out, in good faith, no matter what party is in office, they're supposed to draw lines for districts where it's supposed to be equal representation based on population, where hypothetically Democrats and Republicans both have an equal shot to win seats based on the proportion of voters and constituencies within certain areas. As we know, based on academic literature, that's not always the case.
Elizabeth Chaviano, a sophomore and first-time voter, explains a setback she faced for voting.
I feel like the only inconvenience I really had was the fact that I had to drive 4 hours all the way home just to vote. I feel like it would have been very more convenient for me if I was able to vote here in Valdosta.
If there's one message to be heard today, it is that it's highly encouraged to either mail in your ballot or vote early to make sure that your ballot will absolutely be cast. This is Sean Lockhart reporting on the VSU campus.